Hopefully everything's recording well. Say hi, Anthony. You fucking
Hello.
bum. Good. Matt's sick because he's also a fucking bum. But
I think he's
Anthony,
trying to avoid it.
yeah, I think he's trying to avoid it too. To be brutally honest, I hope he follows me on Twitch so we can listen to a shit. He can listen to a shit talk him. Just gotta make sure. Just double checking the stream.
Yeah.
Making sure it's going good. Cool. It's coming through. Awesome. Cool beans. Oh, there's your dogs. Right on time. All right. So, Matt's a priority. Let me write that down. My pen wants to work. Matt is priority. Cool. This one's going to be short because it's just me and Anthony. And we got very little to talk about. We're pretty much just going to talk about Diablo. Because that's all we've been playing.
hmm
All right, Matt. Caleb would do it, right?
Yeah, Caleb would do it.
That'd be fun. He'd be a little crazy. I want Brandon. George. Cody. Who was I just thinking of? We could get Brian, but the whole thing would just be filled with the C word and him saying fuck all the time. Just the whole time. We'd bring up
Yeah.
anything. Oh, that's broken.
Yeah.
Why is that in the game? And then we just try to calm him down with logic. It's like, well, I don't play it all the time. Then why complain about it, Brian? What's the big fucking idea? You fucking loser. Okay, before we talk about Diablo, I'm gonna put something into our chat that no one else can see because everyone else just sees a black screen. And
Hmm.
tell me why people draw things like this, okay? And I want you to describe what it is when I send it.
I don't know.
Matt's gonna be confused because I'm putting this in our chat. There it is. Let's send that. Okay, I want you to describe what this is.
Uh,
Do you see it?
yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So this is one of the things. So I've had this issue where I just auto follow people on Instagram, and why don't you explain to me, Anthony, what you're looking at?
Just, I'm afraid it's like a Rainbow Dash X Tracer mashup, and it's
Mm-hmm.
disgusting.
Yeah, it's bad. Why? It's got a person's body. Like I've seen the cartoon. You know, they don't look like
mm,
that. They're just ponies.
I don't.
That's
I don't know if someone's like legit
no,
doing something with this, or if it's a
no.
joke.
It's for real. There's no way it's not for real because there's worse pictures. There's so
Mm,
much worse on there because it pops up all the time, like people in the bath and shit like that, and it's not a fun time. I don't like going on Instagram anymore. I used to like going. I could see when certain comedians were in my like their schedules for shows and like when new podcasts I listen to go up. But now I go on and I just see My Little Pony porn because God hates me and wants me to suffer. It's not fair. Where's my water? Fuck. Give me a second.
yeah.
Ugh, fuck. Okay. Lots of noises. Alrighty. I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Mm.
I'll send one more thing. Let's get the goofs out of the way. I saw this today. I've seen it before. Tell me if you've seen this before. Because I think this is the funniest thing in the world. It's a Tinder profile.
ate a pound of peanut butter. What is this supposed to be? Is he?
It's a real Tinder profile. Okay, let me read it out loud. So
Yeah.
his name's JD. It's a picture of a guy with a buzz cut with like one eye bigger than the other, and they're both pointing in different directions. It says that I can lift a fully grown horse above my head, and I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. To settle a wager, I once ate a pound of peanut butter, Folks' strongest badger poison, and then ran a mile in the nude. I cannot feel pain, and I can see for 2 miles unaided by a lens. No man can kill me. I have beaten a man of every race in formal combat, including a Turk, a pygmy Negro man, and a rare deep-water Jew.
What the?
A medical doctor and 2 priests have written and signed a document confirming I have no soul. Like, Deepwater Jew? Where... This doesn't even make any sense. What's he talking about? There's
Crazy.
Nothing there. Okay, I got one more thing for you. Just one more. It's another thing I found on Reddit about a day ago. When I read this, I just couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't. There was drool coming out of my mouth. It was insane. So, bloop, comments. Okay, so this is a post about who's the dumbest person you've ever met, and this person had 12 gold, which is when someone pays to put a little star next to your comment or post, which just means they liked it and they wanted to pay you for putting it there, I guess. So it's about this kid that the teacher's calling Kevin, and Kevin was a student of this teacher, and this is one of the things that were said. I'll read the first one, then the second one. Kevin frequently forgot where class was. On more than one occasion, I had to retrieve him from other classrooms. So he couldn't remember where his classes were, which makes sense for the first few times, but it happened a lot, I guess. Now this is the one that got me. Kevin ate an entire 24-pack of crayons, puked, and then did it again the next day. This is the kicker. She writes, "This is 9th grade. I have no idea where he got crayons." The kid showed up with crayons and just ate crayons. Oh man. I don't know. Someone commented like, "You made this up," and then underneath it was like, "But some of this shit is like too crazy to make up." Like the crayons thing, it just it gets me every time. Gives me a good chuckle.
I didn't like crayons in preschool,
You
so
didn't like crayons, so you didn't eat them?
No.
Like, what do you mean?
No,
You didn't like drawing with them?
I didn't like crayons, so I'd snap them in half and put them back in the box.
Oh, that's just mean. What about the other ones? That's just rude. Alright. Let's talk Diablo for a minute. Oh, excuse me. Alright, Diablo. We've been playing a lot lately. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you've been playing a lot. I've been playing the game, and you just dupe me the stuff that you get.
I played for probably 5 hours today, and then like 8 hours last night, and just grinded out 3 builds from Monk. Everything I needed.
That's too much. But we've never had an issue in that game finding what we need, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it took me a day to farm the cow stick to get to Whimsydale. It only took a day for me to do that. Like, there is no issue. I just feel like we're very, very lucky. Like, getting slotted Traveler's stuff, Traveler's Pledge, and The
Compass
Compass
Rose.
Rose, yeah. We've never had an issue trying to get that stuff.
And then the Fist of Astrask. I looked up. I looked it up, and guy was saying like you'd have to spend hundreds of thousands of blood gems at the lady, and I got it in like a half hour.
Like buying stuff from
The
the.
lady that you spend blood gems at.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
It just take forever to get it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could just grind lower level rifts too. You could get it pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh,
was doing that.
crap.
I was doing that, and then the rares you get, you just go to K-Nice Cube and upgrade rare item, and that's how I got it.
Oh, does it just reroll the item?
Instead of a rare, well, it's a yellow item. You take rare item, you can upgrade it to a legendary item.
Uh, I've never
Yeah,
used that. I
it's
don't
good.
know all the mechanics in that game. Well, not mechanics. I don't know all the little things the Kanai's cube can do. There's just so many different tabs. And I remember getting the cube, and like I wanted to have the gloves, the War Trooper's gloves, as
Hmm.
a special, like to put on one of the
The
abilities.
shrine
Yeah,
lasts
and
10 minutes.
I had like 10 just because I save all of them, you know? And
Hmm.
I extracted it like 6 times, or at least tried to. I don't know if it does lets you do it again.
No.
Yeah, I just kept like I didn't know how to put it on or anything, and I couldn't use it. It took me forever, and I had to look it up because I'm just a big fat idiot. I don't understand why it took. I don't get why it took so long. It was rough. Who knows? It's no fun. But we ran into hacking issues. Well, I did. I I did. You got out before it was too
Hmm.
late. I'm level 10,000, Anthony. I get nothing from that game anymore.
Yeah.
I just have to hope to get like some good gear. Maybe. Like once I find a set or use a set, it's like, well, all done playing,
Yeah.
which
You can't get
sucks.
anything more out of it.
Yeah. Well, what was I thinking today? I was thinking about something that I do get from doing it. Um,
You can farm for primal ancient gear, but
yeah,
that's like,
Primal Ancient stuff, and trying to just slowly move up the board. And I can just do, well, we could do seasonal and hardcore,
mm,
but I know it's, I don't know. See, I don't know. I tried to do seasonal, I just couldn't get into it. Maybe if I did it with someone, it's just
yeah.
like there's like you just don't do the story mode in seasonal, and you just go straight into adventure, and there's like an area that you can just farm and power level yourself to 70, you know?
Mm.
So then you
I've never.
just,
I don't know anything about it.
yeah. At the end of the season, your character goes away and you make a new one. And then you fight for like the highest GR rank. And like, I'm pretty sure you can hack in it too. So those guys with all that hacked gear and like, they just, they find a way to import it, you know? And they
Hmm.
run around with their friends and just, they're level like 10,000 on Paragon points in the first, excuse me, they're in the first like 2 days of the game, of the season. And
Hmm.
they just go to 150 and they're number one, you know? When people are really only getting to like 110, which is insanity. Like what that's just nuts. I don't know how you do that. I
Hmm.
couldn't even do it with my boosted character, you know, even when
Yeah, all I
with
can
all the
do
stuff,
is
yeah.
like T13. Really?
And I can only go higher than you because
Of
I
the Paragon
have
points.
10,000 Paragon points that I got unethically. Fucking Cody. I should have never done that. I mean, that's why I made another account, because I wanted to play legit. But now
Hmm.
I'm just back on my old one, just grinding for gear and stuff. I think just because the game's done and I can get, you know, I just need to get to level 70 on the other one and I'll be happy. I hate
Just platinum the
restarting.
game again.
I don't want to platinum the game again. Those 500 bounties, oh my god. Ugh, it's not even worth it, honestly. Like, it was cool and it came up on the screen, and it's that platinum trophy with the picture of, like, Diablo with, like, a platinum glow on him. And you're like, look, I did it. And then you realize you had to do 500 bounties. 500. You know how long that took me?
Like months. You complaining about it every day in class.
Well, I didn't even finish it when I was in high school. I finished it
Oh.
after, I'm pretty sure. Like, it was just agonizing. I think that's why I stopped playing the game for so long.
Hmm.
I just was like, oh, if I play, I'm gonna have to do riffs. I did not want to play those. I mean, bounties. I did not want to have to play bounties. That was the worst. Bounties were the worst. And all you get, like, you get, like, the heroic cash and stuff. And if you do them in the right order, you get the bonuses, you know? But, like, what? You get, like, one legendary that's, like, just trash. You only
Hmm.
do it for the gear, the craftables. And the craftables, you can. I mean, I don't see an issue with duping craftables. There's no reason to. Why do you have to grind for the craftables after one point?
Hmm.
That's always rough. And like the gems and shit. Ugh. Like the good gems. I don't know how people do it organically.
It's crazy. I'll get like over 100 of the, I don't know what tier it is. I don't know the word,
The
but like of
Marquise
the emerald,
ones.
yeah, the Marquise
Uh huh.
emeralds, and then you get like two of the royal,
Yeah, you just
flawless
have to.
royal gems.
Yeah. And then you don't get any for. I haven't gotten any in so long. I haven't even gotten. Um. What was it? Shit. I haven't even gotten the like perfect Marquise ones. You know,
Hmm.
in so long. Even when I was. What was it? Even when I was doing the in like the 90s and 95s. You know, I can't even. I get like the flawless Marquise ones or whatever, like the
Hmm.
step up from Marquise. I don't know how you get them. It said I thought I read somewhere that you craft them to get the flawless, the super flawless, like perfect ones. So like you have the chance of getting them, which I thought was that, oh, so you craft them and then you get the chance of getting them, and then you obviously, if you're a higher in higher GRs, you're gonna get them. But I just didn't get them ever, which sucked. But I remember I had a shit ton because Cody had given me a bunch. But you know what the other issue is? I don't unsocket them when I junk them and sell them.
Uh,
And I didn't because I was like, oh, I have 500. What's what? They're not going to go away. And I mean, when you find new gear that fast, they go away. They go away pretty quick. Oh, oh, we haven't been playing a lot of Overwatch though. We still need to do replacements.
hmm.
Uh,
I st- I've been wanting to play Overwatch. I get out and like try and play a couple games by myself, but it just gets
it's just too.
boring without friends.
Yeah. I don't even know what the. I saw your Overwatch video that said, or maybe it wasn't your Overwatch. People have been wanting a Brig rework or something.
Yeah, that was
Was
your
that was your
Overwatch.
Overwatch? Did
PV,
you
there
watch
was a
that?
PvP Twitch interview.
Did you watch it?
I did
What did
watch
he?
it.
What did they say? What did he say? What were they
Uh,
thinking? And why?
like she's tank, support, and DPS like all in one, and she's just suffocating. She can 1v1 any other character with ease, and it's like not fun to play against.
Oh, okay.
Like playing, it's fun because you're all powerful or whatever. But
And don't fucking
it's no fun to
die.
you don't. It's no fun to play against. So PvP Twitch is saying that she really needs a rework to fill a
Yeah.
support slot, and not a tank and a DPS slot.
Uh-huh. Did he have, like, ideas of what they change it to? Or
He
is it...
gave some ideas, but I didn't think they were great ideas to do what he was trying to
Yeah.
say.
I don't know what they do. Because she's supposed to be on, like, the lore side, like, oh, like a little Reinhardt, practically. You know?
Hmm.
I wouldn't take away Shield Bash. Maybe take away the, downtime of her shield after a Shield Bash
Hmm.
or something. I
Or
don't know.
just give her shield less health, because like it's got almost as much as the
Has...
Winston barrier,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
it's up way more often than a Winston barrier can be.
Yeah. I don't know. She's pretty broken. And I mean,
Hmm.
they've reworked. I don't want another Mercy situation, though, where we have like 6 iterations of a character before it's like, ah, now we just have to tweak numbers when we need to tweak numbers, you know?
Hmm.
That's the worst. That's the worst shit. I hate that. Oh, God, that Mercy shit. Oh, how long did that go on for? How long did nerfs go on
Several
for?
months. It was
From the
like,
first one to this last one, it had to be a year. It had to
hmm
be. People getting fucking mad about it. That was the worst. They're just trying to balance their game, you know?
hmm
Like, there's no fucking issue with what they're trying to do.
where she's at now, with her Valk and 50 healing a sec, I think it's great. And people complain, but 50 healing is what she had when the game came out.
Yeah. I mean, they could say, oh, we buffed it to 70, you know? And then dropped
Uh,
it to 50, and no one would. Like, that one dude that runs numbers would know it. No one else would. I mean, they could have left it at 60 and people wouldn't have realized. Except, like, pros and stuff, and they would have said, oh, they dropped it to 50 because Winston does damage to people now, you know?
hmm
But, hey, people just don't understand.
Oh, that nerd Matt, he just got in league with Farron.
What was that?
Matt, he just got in league
What a
with
fucking bitch.
Farron.
Oh, I'm sick. Who is this? Well, I'll put a link in the Discord so you can listen to it. So you can hear us fucking rip on him. What a bitch. What a stupid pussy Matthew Johnson is.
Jesus Christ.
Stupid pussy. I want to know. I want him to be on here so I can really understand what it's like to live in North Carolina.
Hmm.
Because, like, New Hampshire had its, like, racist people. But imagine North Carolina. Like, wow. That's where they're bred, pretty much, you know?
That's
That's
where
where they...
racist people are bred.
That's where it formed. And then they kind of dispersed across the country because there was no, like, there was no control of where they were heading. They tried to keep them condensed in one state, but they kind of just spread out and they're scattered all over the world.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to know what it's like to live there. Cuz I mean, what's New Mexico like? Well, you don't see, well, what's it like at college? Is it a lot of more liberally
Uh,
people that go to the school? Well, I mean, it's
a,
college,
a,
so.
a lot of the students from college are high schoolers that get to go to for free,
Uh-huh. Oh, they're still in
or
high school? Is it like
yeah, they're still in high
it's
school,
like
and
their
it's just like,
program where they get a college credit?
so
Okay.
they're going for free, or it's like 40-year-old men who got out of prison and are trying to make a life for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like
Mm-hmm.
some, I don't know the word for it. There's a few students from like Spain and England and stuff. They're pretty cool.
That's weird. If you're abroad. in your
Yeah,
clientele.
abroad.
Yeah.
I don't know why they came here.
What? Yeah. Isn't that the weirdest thing? Like when those
There's a
kids
girl
came to
from
the high
Spain,
school
and
from
she
French,
decides.
from
Yeah,
those kids from that came to our high
yeah,
school from France. Like, why are you coming
yeah.
to Laconia? Like, don't they run stats? Like, New Hampshire's the number 2 state for heroin overdoses, and Laconia is the number 1 town for it.
Yeah.
Like, do they not look it up? Like, oh, let's this town looks pretty, from all the pictures online. They look it up. Oh, you know what? We shouldn't send them there because all the fucking heroin.
Yeah, they put a box into the gas station bathrooms with clean needles for people so they'd stop getting sick.
Oh my god. Just let them get sick. No, just I don't even know. I don't even know what you could do about that. How do you fix that? Like
I
these
don't
people,
know.
most of the people in Laconia that do it are like way too far gone too.
Hmm.
Like the only way they're gonna get off it is if they're like forced into rehab, and if you force someone into rehab, they're not gonna stay clean.
Yeah.
I have so much hair in my mouth right now. What the fuck? Okay, it's all clean now. But yeah, why? Like you always think, oh, why do they come here? Why didn't they go to some other place? But I mean, New Mexico's pretty. I don't know. Well, they're in that town though. They're in Silver
Hmm.
City. Yeah, that's a weird place to go. What do you do? What is there to do there? What do you do in Silver City?
There's.
The border.
Yeah, you can go off the
I mean,
border, I
you're
guess.
closer. You're closer to the border than a GameStop, so. I mean, I guess the border's the next best option. Just see what's
um,
happening down there.
like the town Silver is in. It's like still in the 50s. It's got all the old buildings and all the old people.
So it's
And
like if Laconia didn't add modern stuff to it. It's like
yeah,
downtown Laconia, but if you take away a few of the buildings.
they call it the historic district. Like it's
Oh, okay.
still just 50s stuff
Yeah.
going on.
Well, if it's called the historic district, you can't even change it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
There's like
Yeah,
laws that protect it, and if
and
you
then
have to fix something, you have to like fill out a form and like get the money from like somewhere and
yeah,
then buy the specific brick that only one dude makes 100 miles away in a
yeah.
fucking in a quarry, and it takes him 3 days just to make two.
um, the
He
only other
only
stuff,
accepts gold.
the only other stuff is fast food restaurants on the highway and schools.
Are you close to the highway? Is there one
Yeah,
like near you? Yeah.
it's 5 blocks maybe.
Yeah. Do you think Silver City was like a shanty town that just kind of stayed up when people were coming out west to like mine
Yeah.
stuff in California? That's
Well, it,
funny.
it, it was a gold town.
It
Like they
was.
found gold here, so they started getting gold, and there's silver, and now they're going for copper.
Oh my
And
god.
like
So it's a mine. It's like people. There's like
it's
a mine
mining.
near you. People work
There's,
at the mine.
that's like the only job around here. If you're not
That's
working at the mine, you're poor.
that's fucked up. That's so fucked up. It's a legit. It's straight up out of like this like the six like late or like the 50s. People.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm going to work at the mine.
Once
That's
we're at a
so
copper,
weird.
they're gonna find a coal mine or something.
Yeah. What the hell? That's so weird. I didn't think like it like that. But are people like the school's more like liberal and stuff? Back to the main topic we were trying to find out. Like, there's not like a bunch of racists and shit that run around there
Oh
with like Confederate
no,
flags.
everyone's pretty chill around here. They don't
Yeah, that's what
judge.
I'd expect.
Like
Except those old people that keep to themselves in their house.
there's a lot of redneck hick guys at the school, and those old prisoner guys I was talking about, and
Mm-hmm.
then I walk in with my long hair, painted
Yeah.
nails, rainbow sweaters, and
And
they're like,
everyone is
"Hey,
just cool with
hey,
it.
bro, what's up?"
Yeah.
Everyone gives fist bumps. Nobody cares.
Everyone gets fist bumps. That's a world
Yeah.
I want to live in, where everyone gets a fist bump.
It's just chill. You just walk in. They say, "Hey, I say," because they're all Spanish. Give you a fist bump.
Do they wear button-up shirts but only button the top one?
No.
Okay. I was just checking. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. But like when you think of like if we like went to North Carolina, it'd just be so different, you know.
Yeah.
People would look at us funny. I feel like. You know, if like he says where
Hmm.
he lives is a little more progressive, but like outside of there, like if we went anywhere else, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Cuz like when like in Denver, it's just like yeah, I wear skinny jeans and big huge baggy t-shirts and like long hair and a ponytail and stuff. But like the dude next to me is like in short shorts and a cropped tank top with like purple hair. I mean, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
no one looks at you. Everyone's just, oh, those two walking down the street and they're going to wherever the fuck they're going to. But I mean, I don't know. What else do you have to do in North Carolina than to be racist, you know? I mean, it's populated enough where that's probably a hobby for some people. Like when I was driving through Indiana, I don't know, one of those states where there's nothing. George was driving and looked at me and said, "You know, I think I get why people out here do meth. There's nothing better to do than smoke meth and stay up for a week straight." And I thought about it for a second and I was like, that makes a lot of sense. What else are you going to do? I mean,
But all there is
the
hundreds
closest,
of miles of corn.
yeah, the closest thing that you could go do is the adult porn store that's 5 miles down the highway, or or the big huge Christian church that's 10 miles down the highway. Those are the
Yeah.
only two billboards that you fucking see out there in fucking bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah, it sounds
Did
like
you
so.
drive through? Did you drive through those states, or did you stay more south when you were driving?
We went south and then across, kind of. We went down. I don't know how far we went down,
You've
but I
always
know
took
that
us.
we went pretty far down, and then we went through like Missouri,
Oh,
through
okay.
Texas, over to yeah,
Oh, you went through Texas.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we took I-80 all the way until like the way end, but we got off of it by accident and almost ended up in North Dakota. Oh, that would have been so bad. That would have added like another 2 days onto our trip. That would have been rough. That would not have been fun. Me and Anthony both drove across the country. Anthony went to New Mexico and I went to Colorado, where we reside now. Just so you understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, and they both came from that
We
shitty place,
both came from New
Laconia.
Hampshire, Laconia, New Hampshire. And when I think back to it, it's not as bad as we made it seem, but
No, if
it's
you go
still
back, it's
pretty
bad.
bad.
When
Well,
I visited, the town looked.
it looked worse. Did it
I
look
I
worse?
lived here.
I
These are the
this
people
is
that I knew.
the
Uh,
yeah.
they look
No,
bad.
like I'm saying like there's parts of it that are like the Belknap Mill. I always thought
Mhm.
that was a nice little area. But then you look
Yeah,
across the street and there's a fucking empty parking garage that no one uses because there's just nothing in downtown. What? What are you gonna go do in downtown? Go to the soda
yeah.
shop and then go to Citizens Bank? Oh,
The
sounds like a
homeless
fun day.
people
The
that.
homeless people that sleep under the gazebo. Like, it's
Yeah.
just. It'd be such a nice place if shitty people didn't live there. It has, like, it has the potential of, like, being a really small Portland, Oregon. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like if you just flooded a bunch of hipsters in there and then opened up like like one more coffee shop,
Like
another
Wayfair.
Yeah, like Wayfair, like another Wayfair sort of thing. That may like there'd be like maybe a cheaper option. Like the same dude could open it. Who fucking cares, you know? And then have like another thing other than Burrito Me there, which is like Subway but for burritos, you know? And then it'd be
Mhm.
perfect. And I mean, they make bank, man. The couple that
Everyone
owns
goes
those
burrito
two
me.
things,
Yeah.
dude. I used to go to Wayfair all the time. They had some fucking killer hot chocolate. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So the best thing about it, it was so creamy. You'd get it like it'd be warm, and that's how I love it. Just a like warm hot chocolate, because I don't like it too hot because it hurts my mouth, and I just want to drink
Hmm.
it right away. Because I mean, when you order something and you get it, you kind of want to have it right then, you know.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that was like a nice place too. It was nice in there, and you walked
Uh-huh.
outside. There was like a fucking bum across the street. Ugh, drinking. They didn't even. You know what the weirdest thing was? No homeless person. Like from all my time walking back and forth from wherever we were walking, a homeless person never asked me for any money in Laconia.
Hmm.
Did you ever get at like? I feel like me and you almost had the same
Nah.
exact. No, that is
If
so weird.
someone asked me for something, it was to borrow my lighter,
Yep.
a cigarette, or some pot, just because I
Uh
look
huh.
like a hippie.
Yeah. I used to get yeah. Everyone needed a lighter for some reason. But you know what? Those the homeless people they always had like cases of beer, but I never saw any of them like begging for money or like had a sign or anything, which is the weirdest
Hmm.
thing. Because they might have just been all like getting welfare checks or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
I,
I never saw
I
any
don't
of
know.
the signs in the county. There's tons of people with signs here.
Yeah, same here. Like that's I see the same people coming home from work and stuff. They're usually on the same corners, and
Yeah.
it seems a lot more sad here just because I don't know. I don't know. I grew. I don't know. I don't know why. A lot of young people too. I feel like just kind of drove out here and was like, oh, we'll find our way, and then it turns into a whole fucking, oh well, now we live in my car, you know, sort of thing. Oh,
Everyone that bakes here is like old guys.
older. Yeah.
They take turns. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
On Monday, you'll see this one guy Cliff, and then the next day you see like Bob or whatever. They take turns
You
holding
know,
up
it's
signs in front of
homeless guys.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get we almost every time we've gone into the Walmart near us, there's been someone like asking like we me and Brooke never have cash on us, so there's always
Hmm.
someone asking like, "Oh, we just need some money. We just need some money," and we always offer like, "Do you want us to go in and get you some food?" And every time someone's been like, "Yeah," and we get them like a cheap like rotisserie chicken thing or like something easy for them to like
Hmm.
make and cook, which I is the better option because I don't know if they're telling the truth or not. Like, oh, we have a family and stuff like that, so we just buy them. We just buy them food usually, some cheap like a rotisserie chicken or something. That's
Yeah.
yeah,
My mom will just like give him a box of cereal or something.
yeah. A box of cereal. Did they give them milk?
No, they don't
What
have
a
anywhere to
fucking
put milk.
monster! They can put it in the box. Just give them a little carton of milk.
They can't refrigerate it. You know how fast it's gonna go bad in New Mexico?
No, like a small whatever, whatever.
It's like 100 degrees
If
out.
you really cared, you'd give them milk. Mm,
I'm not giving them my almond milk.
you're not giving. You know, I drank regular milk forever, and then when me and Brooke moved in together, I used to get like a smaller thing of milk and then a smaller thing of almond milk, and then one day I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna drink almond milk." And it's like, do you get the sweetened kind?
I like to get vanilla. Yeah.
Do you use vanilla in cereal?
Mhm.
I don't like it in my cereal. 'Cause
Uh,
I only like the sweetened. Tastes it's like super sweet. Tastes like candy. It's so good and it's better for me. But
mhm.
yeah, that's fun. That's good stuff. I don't feel healthier, but I mean I still eat like shit. I don't eat anything good. I went through a stint, like when I was getting paid, like I was getting money in and stuff. Like the place is really close to where I work. It says fast food, and it's right
Hmm.
there. It sucks. Like there's a Subway I could go to, but it's like 2 miles down the road. When there's a KFC like half a mile away, and like it's on my way to like my next stop, my next dealership. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like why not if I can grab it and run over to the next dealership and eat it. You know, it's just like fuck. Why not? And then you look at yourself in the mirror and you wonder what happened. Uh, God. Let's move on. Uh, yeah. But I mean, other than all the heroin addicts and crazy people that live near the spa, you know,
Hmm.
Laconia is not too bad. It's not the worst place to live. I mean, we could have grown up in like Detroit. That could have been much worse. We could have gotten shot, Anthony.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have gotten shot in fucking Laconia, honestly.
Most of what happened in Laconia was like you got stabbed or you beat with a pipe. Those are what I heard about.
Yeah. You know, I saw more cops in Laconia than I've seen cops here. You
Hmm.
know?
I never see cops here. In Laconia, there's always a cop driving around.
Yeah, yeah. Right? Like the most cops I've seen was like 3 or 4 outside our apartment building.
Hmm.
And I'm pretty sure they got called in on like a domestic dispute thing. Because there's these people that live about 2 floors. We're the top floor. They live on the ground floor, I think, a few apartments over. And like last night or 2 nights ago, they got into this like huge yelling match. And we leave our sliding door open when we sleep just because it gets so hot in the bedroom. And
Hmm.
you can just hear everything, everything. And these people are right outside our balcony, just fucking going at it. And we walked out on the balcony and like kind of hid, so they couldn't really see us, and just watched them fight. So I'm pretty sure they got called because the cops got called because of that. But I don't see any cops around here, and I drive around in an unregistered, uninspected, uninsured car with 2 brake lights out, and I haven't been pulled over. They need to start doing their job because that's not okay. I'm planning on fixing it at some point in time. Hopefully. I hope. Soon. Very soon. Is there public transportation there?
Nope.
Fuck.
There's a van that'll pick up old people, but
Well, there's one in that in Laconia too, though. There's always a
yeah,
van that'll pick up old people. Is it like a
that's it.
for real? Is it like a legit bus, or is it a straight up? It's like a van with a
Yeah,
sliding door
yeah.
that picks old
It's a little
people.
bus.
Okay, good. If there was a bus, there's a bus driving around that had elderly care painted on the side. That's what I was picturing. Just a big
Yeah,
white bus with no windows.
gotta like bring them to the store so they can get food.
Yeah. Well,
That's
that's
that's all there
nice.
is.
Yeah. I don't even know how to use that. If I got on a bus here, like if I was waiting at a bus station and I got on a bus, I don't think I
Hmm.
could. I don't think I could make it home. I think I'd get lost. I'd be too
Don't go
nervous
to.
to ask. I'd be too nervous to ask someone for help, and I'd be like, I'd just wait till the bus finished its round and got back to the same stop I was at, and I'd walk home.
Don't go to Seattle. That's like all there is
Only
buses.
buses.
Yeah.
We take Lyft a lot, actually, out here. Is there anything like that? I think you told me there's like one Uber or something, right?
I don't know.
I thought you told. No, that's yeah. There's one Uber in Laconia. There's one dude in Laconia that drives Uber and Lyft, and he only does. That's all he does. He's the only dude that does it.
Hmm.
But I mean, how many people does he get? Like, where are you going in Laconia that you need? Like,
You
you
know,
can just walk.
some kids that are high at night and want to go to McDonald's. That's about it.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, George used to drive stoned all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Oh man. You know, sometimes I think I'm lucky to be alive. Like, how did I make it out of high school? Like, come on. How did I never, I always, like, I feel like I got away with a lot of shit too. Whatever. That's a different chapter in my life. like I don't even know how Cody graduated. That school was a joke. Oh my god. Ugh. He was he left. He like was gone for lunch when he had to meet with the
Mhm.
principal so he could pass. He was late to his meeting and he still passed. Like, come on,
Yeah.
man. Come on. What's going on? And now he works at the fucking factory. Did you hear about what he does? Do you know what he
No,
does?
I
He
don't know.
works at that ball bearing place.
New Hampshire ball bearing.
Yeah. And you know what he does all day?
Hmm.
He etches numbers into parts. Like, I guess each part is like a 41 or like a 3 or something, you know? And that part
Yeah.
goes on to this part and stuff like that. So he just etches numbers into stuff. That's all he does.
Manually, or is this just like a
It's
computer?
manually, I think. It's like a
Uh,
yeah, I don't know if he does like the machine now or something because I know he was talking before. I saw him like 2 days before I left to Colorado, and he was telling me about it and how he was part of the union and stuff now. So he pays like union fees, but he works full time now. Like, you couldn't work full time there unless you were part of the union, and you couldn't be part of the union unless you worked there for more than a year. So you couldn't work there full time until you worked there for a year and then decided to be part of the union. And
huh.
then you have to pay union fees. But you get like paid vacation time and like all sorts of other stuff when you're part of the union, which is fucking stupid because you could just go find a job like I did that offers paid vacation time for time worked and you get holidays off, like how unions work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a simple solution. I don't think I'd want to be part of a union because that just kind of sounds fucking ridiculous. Like, all the shit he had to go through to do that. That's so dumb.
Mhm.
He used to tell me he used to tell me that that it was mostly older guys and some younger guys from the high school that were doing the engineering program that would go and work there, and there was like 40 to 50-year-old women that worked there that would prey on the younger guys. They wanted,
Oh my.
yeah, and Cody used to tell me like how like a couple of them were like interested in him and how it was like, no thank you." I
um,
forget some of the stuff he said. There's some shit that he said that was just like, oh, what the fuck.
that
Like,
happens
are
at
they
the high
saying
school
that
here.
at the what do you mean at the high school? The high
There's a,
school?
there was a teacher that would like have intercourse with the students, and
Oh
she got
jeez.
fired.
She'd fuck
I
the
didn't.
students.
She'd fuck the
She'd fuck the
students,
students. Okay. I just
and then
wanted
she
to
got
get that.
fired.
And then she got fired for it. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
and then they hired another girl who does the exact same
Oh
thing.
my god. It's a small
But
town.
the
That's where that shit happens. Are the like? Do you have pictures?
they're they
They.
kids like film it and put it on the Snapchat, like you know how you would if it was like porn. You just yeah.
What do you mean? I don't get it.
They just like Snapchat. They'll just take pics or short videos and post it. And
Uh.
like, yep, I fucked the teacher today.
Oh jeez. That's how they got. That's how the teachers got caught.
This one hasn't been caught yet.
Oh, then how do you know she does it? Does Gage tell you this shit? Does
It's one of
Gage?
Gage's
Oh
friends.
my god! Tell the police. Child abuse.
It's consensual. That's just
Yeah, it's statutory. That's the issue.
oh.
Doesn't matter if it's consensual, Anthony. Are they over the age of 18?
I don't
Are they
think
both over the age of 18?
the teacher is.
Well, yeah, that's where the problem comes into play.
I don't. I
How
think
old is
he's a
Gage?
senior. He might be 18. Gage doesn't do it, and he's only
Oh,
17.
he's 17?
Yeah.
He's a year older than my brother, right? Or is he a senior this year? Or
He's
is
a
he-
senior, but he
he's a
won't be
senior.
18 till January.
Then yeah, he's a year older. So he's young for his grade?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I guess.
Yeah.
I was younger. I didn't turn 18 till after I graduated high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that. Thought you were 18.
Nope. I was 17.
You fucking... You're so young. You don't know what it's like to be old like me. We're the same age. I'm like, when's your birthday? When is it?
June.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Do I have a calendar?
I'm no good at months either.
I don't want calculator, I want calendar. Okay, when is June? Come on, calendar. Jesus fuck. August, July, June. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm 8 months older than you.
Hmm.
Almost a year. Wow. Must be nice. You don't have knee pain, back pain,
I do.
stomach pain, ass pain, hand pain, head pain. I think I'm dying, Anthony. I don't know how much longer I have. Comes with old age, though. I guess.
Have you heard of drinking apple cider vinegar?
The only time I heard about it is when I was working at Annie's, and someone told me that I think Annie told me that her uncle
Hmm.
used to drink. She said he used to just drink vinegar, and she was like apple cider vinegar, you know. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, okay, that makes a little more sense. But that's not good for you, right? I thought I heard something that it wasn't good for you. Is it good for you?
It's good for you. Yeah, it's supposed to help prevent weight gain, and it helps you if you have upset stomachs and stuff. So I've been doing it because I can't
Ew.
eat anything without getting sick. But
Gross. That's gross.
it doesn't taste good by itself. You kind of just have to take a shot, get it over with, and drink
Well, it
water to
sound
get
it
rid of the
sound
taste.
the way Annie said it. It sounded like this dude would like pour himself a glass, sit down, and enjoy a cup of apple
Well,
cider vinegar.
you can't have too much of it because it's acid. It'll burn your throat. You have to take a
Ugh.
little bit and just do it.
I don't know what this dude was doing, but didn't sound
Yeah,
good.
that's crazy.
Ugh. Yeah, it didn't sound like a fun time. Whatever he was doing. Okay. Well, Matt better be ready on Saturday. I'll kick his ass. I'll fly down to North Carolina. I don't care. I won't go home. I won't use my vacation days to go home over Christmas. I'll use my vacation days to go fucking kick Matt's ass and get him off the couch. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sick. That translates to I should make a little meme that says Matt, and then on the other translation box says like reality or something, and it says, "Oh, I'm sick," and then the reality one says, "Oh, I gotta bang Farron." That'd be good. That'd be hilarious.
Make it and send it to the chat.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think that'd be funny. But he probably wouldn't find it funny. Farron probably wouldn't find it funny either. But hey, that's the risk you take when you want to be a comedian. Gotta lose some friends along the way. What else can we talk about for the last 5 minutes? You know what would suck? I got something for you. So you know that show Teen Mom and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always just they always just have one baby, you know, and like kids at our high school, they never had twins or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine, if you're 16, your girlfriend's 16, she texts you, "Oh, I think I'm pregnant." You get her a pregnancy test. She's pregnant. Little later down the road, she gets one of those goo bellies. You know, they put the goo on the
Yeah.
belly.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what it's called?
No.
Shit. Like a bunch of fucking idiots talking about. Oh my god. So they get goo bellied. You know, they get goo ultrasound. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep calling it the goo belly. They get the goo belly, and then the doctor puts a flashlight on her and like rubs it around. You know.
Yeah.
And like, imagine if it was like triplets. What do you do at that point?
I don't know.
Imagine being 16 and having triplets.
Well, one of my old friends who's 17 now has 2 kids.
Who is that?
Her name was Natalie. I don't think you know her.
I almost said something that it wouldn't go over well, just in case people listen to this. I'll tell you when I stop recording. It wouldn't have been good. It would have been kind of bad.
She went to like a Christian school, and she had her first kid when she was like 15, and
Well, when did Tyler have his kid? He seems to be doing okay. Caleb's
she was like,
brother.
"Don't judge me. This is what I want."
When did Caleb's brother, Tyler, have his first kid?
He was like 20.
He was?
This is a little bit better. Yeah, I think.
Okay, that makes sense. Because did he stop going to high school? Did he drop out?
I think so.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I used to be friends with him, and then I just didn't see him anymore. Then he played Overwatch with us, but he sucked. Ugh.
I think he's too busy being an alcoholic now to do anything else.
Does he drink a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's an alcoholic.
Yeah, he was a fucking crazy kid. What else do I have on here? You ever see that show Tiny House Hunters?
No.
So these people, they want to get like those tiny houses where it's like a studio apartment, but it's a house.
Yeah,
so these people,
there's some of this around here.
So these people with like 3 kids and and then the 2 parents, are like, "Oh, we want a tiny house. The tiny house would be so cool," And then the realtors bring them around to these houses, and they're like, "Oh, well, it's a little small."
What?
Yeah, like, okay. You're literally shopping for something called a tiny house. The show you're on is called Tiny House Hunters. What are you trying to...
People are retarded.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of small. Well, I could show you a normal size house. Oh, we don't want a normal size house. We want a tiny house. Well,
Those people didn't graduate high school.
Yeah. These people literally I was watching one once, because it was on in the break room at Target when I used to work at Target. That's a whole nother fucking shit show of a story I can talk about later. But they go to Target, right? No,
Yeah.
sorry. That's the wrong thing. So they're looking at houses, right? 3 kids. Yeah. 2
Yeah.
adults. That's 5 people. They buy a house where, like, it's a downstairs. There's a living room, kitchen, and, like, dining room area, right? Upstairs is the 1 bedroom. Big enough for 4 beds.
That
You
sounds
know?
awful.
Yeah. So these 3 poor kids are going to share a bedroom for how long?
With their parents?
With their parents? Like, I don't know. When you're 13, I don't think you'd want to be doing that. What if they
No.
stay there longer and they're like 15? Teenagers get horny. What's gonna happen? That wouldn't be good. Yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't understand. Like, what? Why do you want a tiny house if you have a fucking family? What's the point? Oh, we want to grow closer as a family. Like, yeah, it'll be fun
You're
for the
gonna
first
hate
week,
each other.
you know? Like, when I used to go on vacation, it was fun for a week, but at the end, I was like, you know what? I don't want to share a small space with my brother anymore. I want my own room again, you know? It's just like, after a week, it's too much.
When I went to New Hampshire, I lived in Bryan for 2 weeks.
In Brian's room?
Brian's living room.
In his living? Oh,
Yeah, I slept on the couch, and then I'd wake up to, like, people walking down the stairs going to work. Like, hey, please stop staring at me. I'm just trying to sleep.
You, like, once they wake up, you're up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was up.
Which sucks. But, okay, one more topic before we end this. Where is it? Country music.
Yeah.
Do you like country music?
No.
Yeah, I don't either. Okay, so there's a few songs. There's 2 songs, actually, I want to talk about. Okay. There's one song called She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy. Okay. And then there's one where there's a... This is a line from the song. What's your name, little girl?
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, like, Johnny Cash. You know, I like Johnny Cash. That's, like, country I can listen to. Willie Nelson, you know, I can listen to that. That's not, like, the country that's played now. You know what I mean? The country that's played now talks about women finding someone's tractor sexy, and this guy wrote a song about it. Like, it's like, she thinks my tractor's sexy, like that. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Why does she think a tractor's sexy, and why is she watching you on your tractor? Like, you're obviously on a farm, and you don't read. It's just some random girl you're singing about. Why is this girl watching you ride your tractor? And then there's "What's your name, little girl?" and that's a line from the song. That just sounds pedophile-y.
It does.
Like he's singing. Like, it's a sensual song about, I'm pretty sure, a guy meeting another woman at a bar and, like, wanting to buy her a drink, but calling her a little girl. When you hear that, like, on a song, it's just like, okay, back up. What did you say? Why are you wanting to buy this little girl a drink, and why are you asking her name? Country music's the worst. I don't know how people listen to it. That's like all the shows were at Meadowbrook when I worked there in New Hampshire. There's just country show after country show, and it's like, either a song about being super depressed, getting super drunk, or like a girl that wants to fuck your tractor. I mean, those are your 3 options.
Yeah.
If you pick your favorite.
It's like rap, where it's just all bad, pretty much.
Well,
like, there's a little that's good, but a lot of it's bad, and they base it off of cars, money, and drugs. It's like they both do the same thing.
That's.
But if it's country, it's tractors money's in beer.
Or big, huge trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, George made that same point that rap is just like country music. Rappers are talking about getting really high and hanging out and driving like sports cars, and country musicians are just talking about getting really fucking drunk, driving trucks, and I don't know. Is there a third thing?
The
Hanging out at the
girls.
bar with
If
little
it's rap, they call
girls.
them hoes. Country, they call them little girls, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like I'd rather listen to rap than.
Yeah.
But people go crazy for these country singers,
Yeah.
especially in the Northeast. Like they'd have three shows, like
Mhm.
the stadium would have the same person 3 days in a row, and I'd see the same people there sometimes. Like it'd be hundreds of people, but sometimes I'm working. If I work all three shows, I might see the same face walk through that gate, you know, and I'm like,
Mhm.
he's playing the same set.
Yeah.
But I
Brian
mean,
says the country shows are the worst.
oh yeah, they're bad. They're like so the reviews that Meadowbrook gets, the good ones are like, oh, the show was so nice, the staff was so friendly, and then
Uh-huh.
the bad ones are like, everyone was drunk. Why is everyone drunk? It ruined my time. I sat behind a drunk person, and I was like, lady, the majority of the money they make there is off the fucking booze. And
Mhm.
if you're going to a country concert, 90% of the people there are going to be fucking plastered before they leave.
Yeah.
Like, what else are they going to do? They're listening to songs about girls who want to have sex with tractors, guys who want to have sex with little girls, and beer and trucks. I mean, I feel like you have to be drunk to enjoy that shit. But if there's a rap show there, 100 people go, and then half of them get arrested because they have marijuana on them. That's what happened. They told Juicy
Mhm.
J that he couldn't come back.
Wow.
They had like no ticket sales. I thought that was the funniest thing. It was Juicy J and Ludacris headlining, and they upgraded everyone's tickets to the pit, and the pit wasn't even filled. That was hilarious. That was so funny. That was the stupidest shit. But I mean, if like Sum 41 or like the Front Bottoms had two shows at the House of Blues, I would have gone to
Mhm.
both. I think I would have gone to both. We make fun of these people for going to three country songs, but we'd go. You know, we'd
Yeah.
get a hotel room and stay, and the next morning hang out and then go to the show again. You know,
Yeah.
that's probably what would have happened.
Um,
Yeah, that was a fun show. Got punched in the face. Lost to you and Andrew at one point.
I lost you guys for like the whole show, and I just ended up.
Well,
I was
I
trying to be the nice guy and catch girls drunk and falling over, but then they thought I was being.
weird. They thought you were being.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like
yeah.
this girl, she straight up fell over, so I grabbed her. Like my hand was just below her breast. So like trying
Uh,
to keep her from falling over, and she was
uh,
like,
what the fuck?
just stared at me.
Yeah. Yeah, you get weak at the end of those concerts. I was going
Mhm.
hard. I was going so hard. And then I was like, I'm going to go mosh. And it was the end of the concert. There's that guy with the Boston Red Sox hat that I
Yeah.
found. And then I couldn't find you guys. But that guy was like 7 feet tall. So it was easy to find that guy. But yeah, but at like the end of those concerts, like at the end of the Sum 41 concert, like right before they played Fat Lip as an encore. No.
Mhm.
Yes. I don't know.
Yeah, they
Right
did.
before the encore song, I was done. Nothing worked. The I was still standing because the crowd was so pushed up at the front, they were holding me up. you
Yeah.
know. And
They.
like I could just lean up against someone and look like I was standing like straight up with good posture. That's how cramped it was in the front. But people would be crowd surfing, and I had been throwing people forward all night. That like when you're at the front, you gotta kind of lift them up and hand them to the security guards so they can
Yeah.
grab them and put them on the floor. So I'd been doing that for so long all night that my arms were just like jelly. So the last like 5 or 6 people that came by, I'd try to pick up, but my arms would just be like, "Nope, sorry, bud," and just fall, and like a leg would come down and knee me in the fucking face.
Yeah, I got hit in the face a lot.
That was the
But
worst. That was like getting kicked and shit from that. Like if you're in the mosh pit and you're getting hit and shit, like you're expected to get hit. But
mhm.
when someone's like getting crowd surfed right across, and then you get a fucking foot in the face and like a dick hits you in the nose, it's like, okay, come on, man. You know.
Well,
And
I
then
didn't
the
get
girls
a
are
lot of
coming
guy.
forward, and you're just trying to grab their legs, you know. And then people
Yeah.
are pushing them, and then like you got a handful of hair when you're all done. And you're like, what the hell happened? You know. And you leave that
Yeah.
place disoriented, not really knowing what's going on. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you got to drive 2 hours back to New Hampshire. Oh,
It's
I could
fun.
not do that now. Yeah, you know what? I could probably do that now. That'd
Yeah.
be that. I could muster the energy. That'd still be fun. That'd still be a lot of fun. There's not a lot of concert places around here. I don't think. I think there are, but I don't think they're small like House of Blues.
No,
House of Blues was cool.
there's
Oh,
nothing
Front Bottoms. That was a
there.
good show too.
If you're in New Mexico, you either have to go up to Albuquerque, which is like 6 hour drive, I think,
Oh,
or to Texas or to Arizona. You have to
yeah.
leave the state.
What's the capital of New Mexico? Are there cities in New Mexico?
Yes, I live in Silver City.
But I mean like a real city.
Yeah, Albuquerque. That's like
Albuquerque.
that's the place.
New
Yeah.
Mexico sounds so fucking fake. I don't believe it's real. Where do you really live? It doesn't sound real to me. It's just a weird place, I feel like.
uh, there's a Las Vegas here too. It's
Not like the Nevada, though.
no, it's not the same thing.
Yeah. Have you ever gambled before? Oh,
Nah,
it's
no.
thrilling. When I was in California, I just turned 18, and we were purposely looking for a place that allowed 18-year-olds on the floor
Mhm.
because if they serve alcohol on the floor, like if you can order a drink
Yeah.
from the floor, you have to be 21 to go in. But we found a place that didn't serve alcohol on the floor, so you can gamble at 18. So, but the worst thing about it is there's just people smoking, just ripping butts at this like
Uh,
90-year-old ladies just pumping fucking quarters into these slot machines, just going to town on cigarettes, you know. Right when she puts
mhm.
one and lights it, she's reaching for another one. She's just fucking going, you know. She's probably got like 10 packs of cigarettes in her purse. But yeah, the whole place smells like fucking cigarette smoke. It's disgusting. And everything's felt and stuff in there. So like
uh,
even if no one's smoking, it still smells like everyone's smoking. It's the worst. And I saw some dude get up from a table at least 6 times, walk up to a machine, a ATM, and take out like $600.
wow.
Seeing that is so fucked up. It's like crazy to think that people do that. But I took $50 and I gambled a little, and it is thrilling. You know, I wanted to play poker. I wanted to play Texas Hold'em, but they only had high stakes, and the pay-in for that is like $500. So
Oh,
I couldn't do that, and I wouldn't be good. I'd be out of money pretty quick
yeah.
because there's like a strategy to pro players and shit, you know. So I played War. They had War there. You could play War, right? And then I played one game of roulette. And I don't know why they won't take the money from you. Like you can't hand them the money. You put it on the table, and
Uh-huh.
they take a little thing. It looks like a little handheld squeegee. They grab it and then push it into the table. I think it's so the cameras know, like the cameras and the people watching the cameras know you're not giving someone like $20 to pocket or something like that, you know, and
Yeah,
then you tip
that
them with
makes sense.
chips and stuff. But I went over to the roulette table and I was like, fuck it. I got like $30 left. I've been gambling for like 30 minutes. It's not the funnest thing. It's super fun when you win. Like even if you're getting one chip, it's like the happiest. You get like a big smile on your face and you're like, wow, you know. And
Mhm.
I put like the $30 I had left all on red. And the way they played roulette there was they throw the ball in, they spin the little spinny thing, and if it lands on a color, let's say black, they put out three cards and they flip one over, and whatever color that card is the color that gets taken. So I put $30 on red or black, whichever one. Let's just say red. I put it on red. Some dude comes over and puts it all on like red 34, like $800, $800 to $1,000 of chips, all on one number. You know,
Uh huh.
spins it, comes up black, not the guy's number. They take all his chips and he just leaves. I watch him walk around the table, walk down the hallway, take a right, take a left out the door. He was like, well, that was fun, and left. Gotta go tell my wife I spent all her savings. And he just left the building. And so it comes up black. So I thought I won. I think I said red. It comes up the color I put
Yeah.
my chips on. And I was like, "Oh, sweet, I won. I'll just keep playing until I like lose. Like I'll keep a chip and then put some in, you know?" And
Uh huh.
then I forgot that they have to do the cards. So they put the card down, she flips it over and it comes up, let's say I did black, it comes up red. And I was like, "Fuck, whatever." And I only had a $5 chip left. So I went up. No, how much did I have? Look, let's just say it's $5. I went up to the cash out counter, and you just slide your chip under like a little slit in the window, and they take it. They
Mhm.
look at it. They like throw it. They like put it in their cash register thing and shut the cash register, and they give me. They just hand me $5, and I was like, sick. I just lost so much money. You know, it was
Uh
fun
huh.
though. It's fun to. It's like if you have like an extra $50 and you want to just go do something stupid with it, that's like the best thing to do. Because you could walk out of there with like 100, or you could walk out of there with nothing, you know. But like
Uh
these people that go in and just take out all this money, fuck. Like I don't know what that guy did for a living, but it seems like he was just taking everything out of his checking account and was like, fuck it, I'm going big tonight. And just puffing cigarettes. Casino food is the worst. I got a Caesar salad.
oh no.
I don't
I
know
can't
why I
even
went for a
imagine.
salad. I should have just got like a pizza or something.
Yeah, some greasy cheese
Something
pizza.
gross. Something I knew was gonna be gross. I was like, oh, I'll just get this chicken Caesar salad that looks like it's been sitting here for 3 months. You know, all the lettuce was brown. You had to ask for forks and stuff. It was fucked up. And there's like
What?
no seating for people to hang out. You know,
Wow.
my mom and brother had to stand in front of a TV that had like a basketball game on it that people were betting on. Like what the hell? Yeah, we went to like some, and it was, you know what? It was owned by Native Americans.
Oh wow.
It was pretty stereotypical. Yeah, it was cool though. So you should go do it sometime because it's fun.
Maybe.
Come out
If I
here.
ever go to Colorado.
Yeah, we can go gamble. Maybe wait till you're 21 because then we can go wherever we want. It's fun though. It's cool. All the people. No
The
one
next
seems nice.
long school vacation I have, maybe I'll just come up there if I can find a way out of Silver. It's like impossible.
You can find a way out of Silver.
Unless you own your own car, you can't leave this
Yeah.
place. There's no transportation.
Are there car dealerships?
Yes, I
Okay.
think.
Okay, good. So there's means of getting a car and leaving. It's just you
Yeah.
need a car. Yeah. Yeah. So you're
You know
you're
what?
essentially trapped.
I can't recall seeing a car dealership. I don't know if we have one.
Well, fuck. You're stuck. You're done.
Yeah.
It's over.
There, there's a lot of used cars, like people selling their old cars.
See,
But like,
that's your only option, and that
yeah,
kind of sucks. You don't
I'll
know
get
if
like
that. You don't.
halfway and be
Is there
like,
like
"Damn,
a
the
is
car
there a
doesn't even
garage
work."
there?
What do you mean a garage?
Like a fixer-upper place?
Uh, yes, there is.
Okay, cool. So there's limited ways to get a car. There's a way to fix the car, and then you can leave.
Yeah.
Just skateboard to the airport. Problem solved.
It's in El Paso, Texas.
Yeah.
It takes
What?
2 or 3
That's
hours
the
to
closest
drive.
airport in
Yep,
Texas. Not one in
it's
New
in
Mexico,
Texas.
Texas. Oh
Well,
my
there's
god.
there's a
Is there like
personal one that
yeah.
someone has.
Okay, yeah. There's like a
I
private
guess
one.
like a half hour away, but
Yeah, it's like a small one, like the one in Laconia. Is this
hmm
commercial planes?
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Not commercial planes, private planes.
Yeah, private.
Yeah, that's where all the people for Meadowbrook would fly into. I always thought that was kind of cool that they flew in right there.
Mm.
Like when you saw a jet leaving, you were like, "Oh, that must be so and so," you know. Everyone used to. I used to always say that. I'd say whoever's name was on the sign. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sweaty and tired, so I'm gonna end it. But first, come on, load. I need to play something. I gotta play us out. Come on. I should just have this queued up already, honestly.
Yeah,
This is
you'll
embarrassing.
figure it out.
One day. I mean, this is the second one I've done. And this is the first one that's actually gonna go up. Okay, here we go. Shut up. It's loading.
Hi, my name's Alfred Delia. At home they call me Big Al, and I hit dingers.
There we go. Alfred Delia, Big Al, hits dingers. And that's what I'm gonna leave you folks on.